It's 2019, everybody. If you didn't know that already. That's just me being sarcastic as fuck. Anyway, it's 2019, and why is console loyalty still a thing? I ask myself that all the time when I go onto YouTube and look and see what's the news, what's the dilly with this game and that game, and all I see for the most part is people being brand loyal. Meanwhile, the games are taking the biggest hits they've ever taken in the history of gaming so far. And when I say the biggest hits, I'm talking about the hits in quality. We got broken games. We got games that must be patched. We got games that have been in development, so called, for maybe 4 years, but they only spent maybe about a year and a half developing the game, which requires the reason why they have to be patched. But meanwhile, all these people are talking about is brand loyalty. And like I always say, brand loyalty doesn't pay bills. It doesn't give you brownie points. It doesn't do anything. That just means you just happen to spend a lot of money with one company over the other instead of spreading the wealth, instead of going after games, which means you limit your playing field, but you want to yell at others because of NPD sales. But you have no lasting quality with these games in your heart. There's no quality there. You're just padding the numbers. And a lot of people don't see it that way. They just see that they are on a winning team. And that, my friends, is some of the most pathetic ish I've ever heard in my life. Especially coming from YouTube content creators who are about 30 plus, some in their late 20s. And I sit back and look like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Is this what it's come down to? And I talk about it all the time because I never believed in console loyalty. I believed in playing what you could play when you were a kid because this is what your parents could afford. Okay? There was rarely people there growing up that was like, okay, I got this one, my mommy bought me this one, my mommy bought me that one, or my daddy bought this or this and that. I don't know. Not where I come from, not much of that. I the moment I got the money, got the job, I bought what I wanted to buy when it comes to gaming, and I never looked back. Never looked back. Oh, I had the Sega Saturn. Sega Saturn is dead. Let me get a PlayStation. Okay, bought games for the PlayStation. Those things got scratched up easily. Lesson learned. But then I bought PlayStation 2. Then I bought Xbox. I bought a GameCube. Me, gamer, I bought that. Hundreds and hundreds of dollars spent. And this is not me bragging. This is me being happy to have spent that money and having no regrets looking back on it. Playing a lot of good games. Games that didn't have downloadable content for the most part. Most of them didn't. A lot of these games weren't broken. And if they were glitchy and they were buggy, the reviews torched them and told you not to buy them because of the clipping, the glitches, all that stuff. That all was day one. That they told you, reviews were telling you, don't buy this from day one. Don't. Because there's no fixing it back then. So if a game was shit, a game was shit. And it wasn't, I don't give a damn if it was on PlayStation 2, Xbox, or GameCube. If it was crap, they'd tell you which one plays better on what. Case in point, Bayonetta. Bayonetta was crap when it came to gameplay and how it ran on a PS3, but it ran fluidly on the Xbox 360. Case in point. But today it's all about, oh well, this one here and stuff, and this one here sells more than the other, and there's no games on that, and that's understandable. I get it. There's no games on it, but to have a whole channel dedicated to brand loyalty, and what does that bring you? Just a whole bunch of yes men on an 8-hour stream. It's a straight cockfest. But the games aren't getting any better, because you don't think these developers are looking at these forums and looking at you guys in Civil War and thinking like, you know what? They're going to buy it regardless. This is how dumb a lot of these people are when it comes to these games today. We can put out whatever the hell we want, and no matter what state, and promise to fix it. And as long as we get those day one sales, we get that first week, we get that in on our life service games, they can give a damn, because life service games they're gonna nickel and dime you. You're not talking about that. You're talking about Persona 5 on the Switch, and that's not coming in the way you wanted it to come. And now I got to see people like Player Essence, Damage Control, and make like 6 videos about how inept Sega is, and this is all Sega's fault why their games aren't selling. Look, their games aren't selling in the high 10 millions or the high millions. They selling like maybe somewhere between 1 to 4 million on the average, depending on the title. It's because the demand in America isn't what it is in Japan. So stop using Japanese numbers to win the argument, where they have a totally different demographic of games. Look at Katamari Damacy. One game was a hit, and then people just were like, fuck this series, I don't want to play this shit no more. And then they stopped releasing Katamari games after they fucking milked that dry, and it brought back no fruits of labor. It went back into obscurity of Japan. Okay, so stop talking about Japanese numbers and Japanese games. Okay, it's just that for the longest time, Persona has always been on Sony's consoles, because that's where they sold most of their copies at. On PlayStation format is where they sold most of their copies at. They didn't sell it on Microsoft. They didn't sell it on Nintendo, because God knows this Shin Megami Tensei series has been coming out on the 3DS, and no one has given a fuck about it. Really, like when it comes to it in the grand scheme of things, it's not really pushing the numbers that it should be pushing for you guys to be on fucking live streams talking about Persona 5. If you like Persona 5 that much, why the fuck didn't you buy a PlayStation 4 and play it? But then this is my problem with the Nintendo fanboys when it comes to Persona 5 is you're not real fans of the series. I already did a video about fake ass Persona fans. I'm trying to be a fan of the series because I've went and I purchased 3 out of the 5 affordable games that I could get, because Persona 1 hard copy is expensive. Persona 2 is expensive. I was able to get 3, 4 golden, and 5 for very good prices. And I'm going to jump in at the FES Persona 3. That's where I'm going to start playing. And I'm going to have my friend walking me through the process, because it's unlike an RPG I've ever played before. That's me becoming a fan of the series and trying to see what it's all about. But I'm not going to sit here and cape for anything new coming out, because what's coming out new is crap. Case in point, Days Gone. I've talked about how mediocre and how glitchy that game is. Everybody on YouTube is either damage controlling it, who's a Sony pony. I was telling you, MB3 is the biggest one out there, damage controller. I had to listen to Solid Rev. I had to listen to fucking JTech TV, who's another pony. And I'm like, God damn. Like, is it that serious? What Does this win you? Does this win you any points? Is Sony going to send you a free console? That's what you want? You want Sony to send you free stuff. So you shill for them online. It's pointless to shill. Because like I said, shitty games just keep creeping out the back door as you guys argue and bicker with one another over video game consoles in the long run who are designed to take your money. Like any of us, it takes our money. Don't you want your investment to come back with quality that you putting your money into? Or you just want to be on the popular kids team? Like, get over yourselves. Think about that. Think about that. You making content, motherfuckers acting out of character. Motherfuckers acting like anime characters. Nigga, you 30 years old. What's wrong with you? That's how I feel about it. And you know, one of my subscribers told me maybe he's like, yo, cause I think you're just too chill and too real for YouTube. And that's not me being arrogant or bragging about it. I feel that because this shit is garbage. This is why gaming is going down the toilet today. This is all you guys care about? Are you fucking kidding me? That's all you care about. I guess that is. But you know what? I'm done. I can't take this shit no more. I'm just continue to play what I want to play and criticize who I want to criticize and what I want to criticize because this community is fucked. The YouTube gaming community is fucked. Okay? Agree or disagree. So I'm going to tell you guys, just enjoy the games you want to enjoy and learn how to take some damn criticism when somebody says something that doesn't directly pertain to you, but yet you disagree with. You know, it don't need to be a war over a fucking box with wires and transistors and fucking optical drives in it. It don't have to be a war over that because at the end of the day, you lost that war because you spent your money with these companies. Okay? So now you want to get your money's, but you want to get your money's worth. And getting your money's worth ain't yelling about who's more popular. But I digress. So as usual, because I'm a fury, I'm here and now I'm out. Peace.